Hurricanes versus nuclear bombs, how Trump's nuclear plot could destroy the United States, and a warning: few things in nature can be compared to the destructive force of a hurricane, except perhaps nuclear bombs. According to U.S. President Donald Trump, last month, reports emerged U.S. President Donald Trump had asked a flurry of national security officials about the possibility of using nuclear weapons to destroy hurricanes. According to news website Axios, Mr. Trump asked why the U.S. could not drop a bomb into the eye of the storm to stop it from making landfall. The U.S. president has denied ever making the suggestion. However, it makes for an interesting question. Can you nuke a hurricane? The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, said using nuclear weapons on the hurricane might not even after the storm. It also added that radioactive fallout would fairly quickly move with the trade winds to affect land areas. The difficulties with using explosives to chain hurricanes, it says, is the amount of energy needed. According to NASA, during its life cycle, a hurricane can expend as much energy as 10,000 nuclear bombs. Even though the mechanical energy of a bomb is closer to that of a storm, the task of focusing even half the energy on spot in the middle of a remote ocean would be formidable, and NOAA said. Attacking weak tropical waves or depressions before they have a chance to grow into hurricanes isn't promising either. About 80 of these disturbances form every year in the Atlantic Basin, but only 5 become hurricanes in a typical year. There is no way to tell in advance which ones will develop. Stan Holdenberg and Hugh Willoughby at the Science Agency further explain why nuking hurricanes is not an option. Now, for a more rigorous scientific explanation of why this would not be an effective hurricane modification technique. The main difficulty with using explosives to modify hurricanes is the amount of energy required. A fully developed hurricane can release heat energy at a rate of 5 to 20 multiplied by 10-13 watts, and converts less than 10% of that heat into mechanical energy of the wind. The heat releases is equivalent to 10 megaton nuclear bomb exploding every 20 minutes. According to the 1993 World Almanac, the entire human race used energy at a rate of 1,013 watts in 1990, a rate less than 20% of the power of a hurricane. Despite recently gaining attention, the concept of nuking a hurricane isn't new. During the late 1950s, scientist Francis Reich Helderfeld, head of the U.S. Weather Bureau, floated the idea of using nuclear bombs to modify hurricane paths and intensities, and nuking hurricane isn't the outlandish idea how to stop these powerful storms. In 2017, one Facebook event called for the U.S. gun owners to shoot down Hurricane Lama with bullets and flamethrowers. The event attracted 50,000 people to sign up and was taken up seriously enough by one Florida chef that he issued a stern warning on Twitter reading, "You won't make it 10 round and it will have a very dangerous side effects."